again, I go back to like my premise at the beginning. If we've gotten to the point where, you've got frontline police officers who have to be told to render first aid, I think we've run into a problem at that point. I've heard supervisors get on the radio and tell cops to put up crime scene tape. They go to like a robbery scene and they're like, by the way, don't forget to put up the crime scene tape. It's like fundamental basic 101 shit. And I think that where we have to be a little bit more introspective is say, like, okay, at the point that I can't trust my cops or my guys to do the basic job requirements that are expected of them, where have I failed? Or where has the organization or the culture of our, agency or group or whatever failed them?
Yeah, and there's a couple different ways to take that, right? On one is Mike and I have talked a lot about lowest common denominator training, right? And how frustrating it is that we're always just trying to set a baseline, right? And we talk about common sense. Well, that's just common sense. And I've been on a kick on our Facebook page lately of, yeah, but have you met Army people? have you met tourists at a national park? Like, the phrase common sense isn't all that common. Like, we recruit a very diverse group of people in the military and in law enforcement. And in fact, it's getting more diverse on purpose. We're trying to make it more diverse, who don't all share the same life skills. They don't all share the same worldview. They haven't all watched the same TV shows and movies, so they don't get the same pop culture references. And they don't have the same institutional knowledge. And you're going to find some of them had really shitty training on top of all that. And you get these big, weird gaps. I remember I was working with a young Air Force person, and I asked them to tell me everything they knew about RPGs. Right, the rocket-propelled grenade, the favored weapon of our adversaries. It's what shot down the Blackhawks in Mogadishu, Black Hawk Down, right? And this airman said, well, so it's a role-playing game. And they were 100% serious, and I totally get, like, in their worldview, that's what I was asking about, right?
Did you get out the squirt bottle and spray him in the face? No.
Yes. Well, and some of that was generational, right? Like in my generation, we didn't have video games back in my day. We only had like rocks and sticks and stuff to play with and cardboard boxes.
You played an Atari like me.